Ability and Disability, this is a program that has opened our eyes to see that those living with disability has turned the disability into ability. I am Angela Ekure. Today I have two wonderful guests with me on set. Mr. Obaka, Austin Obaka, welcome to the program.
You're welcome, viewers.
Mr. Emmanuel Okoye, nice having you on set today.
You're welcome.
Emmanuel Okoye.
You're welcome.
Mr. Obaka has been coming to this program. He's visually challenged, but he has turned this ability into ability. He's married with children, employed by the government, and he has his own business. Mr. Obaka, can you tell us the kind of business you do?
Viewers, my name, she already mentioned my name. I'm Obaka Augustine by name. I'm a professional craftsman. I'm into knitting work, as you can see some of them on the table here being showcased.
Mr. Obaka,
Yeah.
how did you get to know about this work?
Well, before now, I never knew that somebody who is having a visual challenge can do something until I searched out and then I went to the state Ministry of Women Affairs, and I was directed to Nigerian Fan Craft for the center. Nigerian Fan Craft for the center for my rehabilitation. That's where I acquired this skill, so to say. Sorry. Today here I am. I'm kicking it that everybody is seeing it. I'm happy today that I'm not a liability to anybody. So to say.
Yeah, you cannot be a liability to anybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have proven the unlimited ability in this ability.
Yeah.
Have you taught anybody this skill?
If anybody's thousands of youths, of course, federal government and state government supposed to give me an award. I said, let me tell you, since 2007, I've been on training people, most especially the core members. If you calculate since 2007 to date, I've been training 2 badges, 3 badges in a year. Let me see if I train at least 50 core members in each badge. Since 2007 to date, 2016. I've empowered so many youths in this country. Corpers come from different states.
Yes.
I train them, they take the skill back to their own state after their primary assignment. Go there. No state that I've not touched in this federation.
Wow, that's great. Mr. Obaka,
Yes.
now these bags, can you showcase it for our viewers to see what you use your hand to make?
This some of the bags. This I just finished this last week. This one is a full set with the surpass. This is attached the surpass, the boss. This is the footwear. Where is the belt? Just a set of it. This is made by somebody they call blind that cannot see the color or faces of persons around him. This is the handwork of God.
How do you choose your colors to match?
Keep it.
Yes. How do you match your colors?
My color, the way I match them,
Yes.
I'll call on somebody first and foremost because we are not magicians. Of course,
Exactly.
you understand, to
Yes.
clear the mind of people that we're not magicians. I would like, in me, it's thought there. Anytime I want to make back, I must have think or thought of the kind of color combination
Yes.
I want to put in play. So I will have to tell somebody around me, what color is this? Well, because you don't have to be there always with me. Then I'll feel the textures. Each bag or each of the robe have their own texture or colors. So when I have finished testing the textures, I say, okay, this one little bit, I will not give you the secret here. This one is a little bit this one. So when I finish cutting everything,
Yes.
I'll be alone. And the other day, my wife was surprised. She was just looking at me. After finishing, I said, come, who is there with you? Look at the way you sit and combine this color. I say it's God that is there
Yes,
with
so
you.
that's
You
the
understand?
ability,
That's
disability.
disability.
That is great.
So,
Mr. Baka, if you're just joining us, Mr. Baka is visually challenged, but that didn't deter him from becoming what God wanted to be. Look at what he has done with his hands and all that. And not only that, how do you get to know Mr. Emmanuel Okoye, Mr. Baka?
okay, Mr. Okoye Emmanuel is one of the just passing out core member, batch A. He happened to be my student while I trained him while we were on camp. When he was posted out, he was fortunate enough to be posted to one of the local government around here and Nurture North. So he continued from where he stopped at the camp. In camp was not enough for him to acquire all the skills here, so he has to register for post-camp training. And I tell you that anywhere he goes to there, I can hit my hand on my chest that is my boy. He will show you things that he's making by himself. It's just an ex-core member. You understand?
Yes.
Yes, I met him while we were on camp.
Camp. So you do a camp and a post-camp training.
Yes, yes.
The post-camp, is it your house or in your office?
The post-camp
Yes.
around this, I have a big apartment, so I use the dining room as my office.
As your office?
Yes, where they come to learn.
Okay,
Yes.
the post-camp, they pay for it?
Yes, they pay.
They pay for it.
They pay, yes.
But what you do during the camping, they don't pay.
During the camp, government already paid us.
They paid you.
So what they do is just to,
You're a rich man.
what they do is just to pay for the materials.
Yes.
They buy the materials and register.
Registered.
Yes,
Okay.
that's all.
Mr. Emmanuel Okoye,
Mm.
how long did it take you to learn this work, this skill?
I say the work, it didn't take me much time to learn.
Like how many months?
We don't do it every day.
Okay.
But anytime I come around, once Daddy teaches me, by grace of God, I do catch up immediately.
Is that so?
Yes.
So you want to tell us you can weave bags, shoes,
Yeah.
and other things?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you the only one he trained during the camp?
No, we are many.
We were many.
Yeah.
But you came back to do the post training at home.
Yes, ma'am.
You were the only one who did the post training at home?
That issue, answer that.
No, it
Okay.
wasn't the only one because other people, they don't come at once.
At once.
You understand?
Okay, they have different days.
Yes, it's different. They don't. Some are coming from Umunede, some outside Data North, some are far, very far places to come and so they have different days that they are coming. They might not jam themselves together there. It's not the only one.
Okay. This is ability and disability. We are showing society or the public that in any disability there is ability. Once the situation comes, don't think that this is ability and disability. I'm Mr. Emmanuel Okoye. is here with me. I'm said, and Mr. Oxen Obaka, the visually challenged. He's a master, the master of this skill. He has taught a lot of persons, both within and outside the states. Okoye, can you show us what you have done?
Yes, I made these bags myself.
Okay, can you showcase it?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Okoye is known the visually challenged. He's a sighted person. Yes, showcase your work.
These are the bags I made myself.
You made yourself.
Yes.
How were you able to cope with someone that cannot see? How you to cope? How were you to manage to learn the skill from him? Because right now he doesn't see what he's doing, and I'm wondering how you were able to cope. How did you cope?
Anyway, initially when we started with him,
Yes.
he told us that his condition should be a challenge to us.
Okay.
Yes. So, and that statement he made that day really inspired me to carry on with it. But initially, I was thinking, how when will I learn this thing, this work? But I see him doing it.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, if Daddy can do this thing, me too, I can do it too.
You can do it
Yes.
too, and now you have learned it.
And now I planted it.
That's great.
One beautiful thing, he was one of the fastest learners. I'm afraid to do something when Emmanuel Okoye is there.
So you want to reveal all your secrets?
Yeah, I'm afraid because this guy is too much. Even when we are in camp, each time see how immediately he has gotten it immediately. I said, this is the kind of person I want, and I'm happy to train him. Understand?
Yeah.
I gave him the best.
You gave him the best.
I gave him the best.
And he's doing the best.
And
for
he's
you
doing
now.
the best.
That's
I
good.
mean,
Mr. Baka, Mr. Okoye is a sighted person.
yes.
When he came the first time, how were you able to put him through? You know, you have different stages of this skill. How were you able to put him through?
By the grace of God, a professional is a professional.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make up your mind at any time. Anybody that comes your way, you understand, that is where they know a professional. Anybody that comes your way, you will be able to take that person through. Since I've been training persons, and it was only twice I met with somebody visually impaired.
Okay.
All that I've been training, they are all sighted persons. So I didn't find it difficult to put him through. The most amazing thing that, see, whenever they make mistake, they will try to hide it from me. You understand? I said, if you hide it, it will give you more work. So you better immediately bring it out. I said, this is where there's mistake, lose it. Some begin to share it. Someone that is not seeing is doing this and showing me my mistake. I said, it's not by that. It's not by seeing. Everything is upstairs there. It's stuck there. You understand?
Yeah.
When the eyes loses its vision, the whole senses go back to the brain.
Exactly.
You understand?
That's wonderful. Mr. Emmanuel Okoye,
Yes, ma'am.
you've learned the skill. Can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
show our viewer that you have really learned the skill? Can you do some practical here on stage?
Yes. What I have with me here now is the belt I'm making.
The birds.
Yes.
Bird. Can you show our viewer how you are making the birds? The way you make the birds, Mr. Okoye is a sighted person, an ex-copper. He learned this skill from Mr. Obaka, who is visually challenged. That is a wonderful thing. You know, people always say that when you have a challenge, that the best thing is for you to remain indoor. That is not true. In any disability, there is ability. Mr. Barker have proven that, and this so-called disability, there's great ability in him, and he has shown the world that yes, he can do what others can do and do much better than them. This is what Mr. Obaka taught Emmanuel Okoye. What are you weaving now? Can you tell our viewers?
What I'm weaving now is belt.
Okay. Tell them step by step how you are taking, how you are doing it.
How you measure,
how you measure, how you
stand.
Crown. Oh, I'm learning the technology. Terminology. Yeah, it's good. Crown, how you couple, oh yeah, tell us.
You have your tools here. Show them the tools.
I lose my rope.
Yes.
Then use the tape to measure the size of beds
The beds
I want to make.
Uh-huh.
Then I measured the white one is black and white color.
Good.
The white one at the center, I measured 6 tape rule. Then the 2 black side, 5.5 tape rule. Then the 5.5 tape rule, I divided into 2.
Good.
Then crowned it. Then the division, one side will be bigger than the other one. It will be 2/3, 1.5. Then the other side 3.5. That is the 5.5 tape rule.
Okay.
Then the center one, the 6 tape rule, will be complete 6.
So
Then
Mr. Obaka taught you all this?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I made it 3 crowns. It's 3 crowns here. I joined the 3 crowns and started the weaving.
The weaving. So you are weaving the beds now?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Obaka.
Yes, Angela.
You know, it's a mystery. How are you able to know the sizes, the length, the numbers? All this thing was calling the tape rule, the 5, the half, and all that. You are not seeing. How do you measure it?
To you, you know, it may not be a surprise to you. It's only to our viewer there that maybe be wondering how can somebody that is not seeing do all these things. As I'm here, I'm seeing making my own basketball net.
Oh, you did
for them. Yes,
net.
I'm making basketball net. Yeah, I'm making here.
The Okoye is bet. You are
yes,
basketball.
I'm making a basketball net.
Good.
Yes, I'm trying to make it faster so that I will finish it up here and show it to persons that are watching. So we're making knowing my measurement. That's where my own is different. I went to the school. We are trained how to handle our measuring tape, how we want to make half, the way we share, we divide it into 2. We know where we place our hands to get the right.
The measuring tape, is it in Braille?
It's not in Braille.
It's not in Braille.
It's not in Braille.
It's a normal measuring tape.
There is a normal measuring tape.
That's good.
But we know the way we calculate it.
Okay.
If you come to learn, we tell you, you see by yourself. And viewers who are interested to learn as well, when they come, they will see by themselves. They will see by themselves.
Okay.
Yes, at times, I will hang my measuring tape on my neck as if I'm a teller. You understand? Some person may see me and say, what is this person that is not saying doing with measuring tape? They don't know that I can measure as well. And that's why you see all these bags very accurate.
Yes.
Everything has its own measurement. Everything has its own size. Everything. Look at the surface. Everything. Even this bus. Everything accurate. Without a good measurement.
Look at this one I'm carrying.
Yeah, one will be one side, another will be on the other side.
That's good.
You understand? So that is it.
So, Mr. Okoye, where are you now, your birth?
I'm almost done with the belt.
You're almost done with the birth.
Yes.
You didn't start it here.
No, I just started.
I started here for us to see that, yes, this guy is really...
Maybe next time.
So,
Next
okay,
time.
next time.
We will start it here.
Good. In any disability, there is ability. And Mr. Obaka, If someone comes that is interested in learning this skill, are you able to put this person through?
That is where I'm here for everybody.
Okay, if the person is from outside the state, do you have an accommodation for the person?
Yeah, there's an accommodation.
There's an accommodation for the person.
Yeah, there's an
How
accommodation.
long will it take the person to learn it?
For you to learn it.
Not me, like
As
someone
for
a sighted
someone
person.
a sighted
Yes,
person
that's why the state they want to
to
learn.
get
Yes.
this skill.
Yes.
6 months is enough.
6 months is enough.
6 months is enough.
That's well. Like
6
how much
months.
will you collect from that person?
When the person comes.
When the person comes, you don't want to
Yeah,
tell us here.
no, I'm here to
Do you know whether
support.
I'm interested in
I'm
learning?
here to support our nation. You know, there's no white collar job anywhere. That's why I'm training these core members. And so you can see this guy now. You understand? No, he can look for white collar job while having this one too.
Yes.
While wait
So,
and
yeah.
sell it and have something in his pocket. You understand?
Yes.
And so any person that will come, we are supporting the government to get people acquire skills. So the person will be considerate enough. You understand?
Yes.
Because we are Nigerians. I'm here to help most of our youth to have something doing. I'm a potential inspiration to the society at large.
That's great.
You understand?
Mr.
So
Emmanuel Okonye,
Yes, ma'am.
you are on with your work. When you go back to your states, will you still continue with this skill or you're going to look for another job?
I'll still continue with it.
You continue with it.
Even if I find another job today, I'll still be doing it.
You'll still be doing it.
Yes.
Like that, so.
One thing is that I like making the bag, and when I finish it, it gives me joy.
It gives you joy.
Yes,
And
when
this
I
is
see
your
the bag,
handwork.
This is what I
This is
do
what they
myself.
make. It's not yourself.
That's great.
He told me something that marveled me yesterday that he want to go to Onitsha to go and make a market research concerning. He's a guy that has a vision.
Yeah.
You understand? He knows where he's coming from and where he's going to. You understand?
Yes.
That's why I said, okay, after this program, you can go and make a market research. You understand? You see, this guy is going places. Some person may, okay, can you supply so number of bars? You know, people that are raising up shoulder, ex-com member like him, still raising shoulders, carrying fall up and down. They'll be seeing him, they say, guy, how you make it? May he bow and bring down his shoulder irrespective of his academic qualification. So I want to learn this. You understand?
Yeah.
And today he's doing it.
He's doing it.
He can make bags for, this CWO. Can make bag for the mother. Told me that the mother asked him to make bag for him that using for the CWO. Is that not wonderful?
It is.
Any designs of his choice to design for the mother, he can easily design it for his mother.
And your mother will take it out to go and advertise for you.
Yes.
So start asking her, come and make for me and all that. That's great. This is ability in disability. In this disability, there's ability. Mr. Obaka have shown that there's ability in disability. This is Mr. Obaka's handwork. And Mr. Okonye is one of his trainees. That's great. Mr. Obaka, thank you for being part of this wonderful program, Ability in Disability. You have shown the world that, yes, there is ability in disability, and you can do what others cannot do. Thank God for your life. Mr. Okonye,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Yes, I know that when you go back, you're going to do something great.
Very
Now that
good.
you are going to Onitsha to go and survey the market and all that, market research. You're going to do great things. Remember Mr. Oxen Ubaka then. Don't eat all the money alone.
I will.
Yes, thank you for being part of this program.
Thank
Our viewer, you've seen that Mr. Obaka have proven that there is ability in this ability. Mr. Okoye is a sighted person. He's not. He does not have any challenge. A sighted person. He learned the skill from Mr. Obaka. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Via, for being part of this wonderful and mind-changing program, Ability in Disability. I will see you next week. I remain your presenter, Angela Ekure.